Shoot, man.
Okay, I had a small reflection the other day. Now, post-pandemic, we booked theater tickets to Hamilton. And I thought about this, production. Lots of people on stage, moving around, singing. The lighting has to work. Sound has to work. Lots of coordination. You have an orchestra that needs to know when to start playing. And playing the same song at the right moment. And yeah, of course, I thought, this, of course, was obviously made by just gathering a bunch of people together, giving them no script, no direction, no production at all, and just saying, go! And it was a grand success.
Most probably not.
No, most probably they had really, really hard repetitions, working, training, practicing to get this coordinated.
Months in advance.
And then I thought about my industry. We don't even have a script usually when we start a project.
Nope.
We don't even have synopsis. If we're lucky, we have a title.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a signed director? No. And I mean, just producing a script takes time, takes work.
It doesn't work first time either. They probably rewritten that a couple of times before it becomes the final cut as well.
And how are people supposed to know what to do if you don't even have script to keep it coordinated?
Mm-hmm.
And then you tell people, you lighting guys, go practice by yourself over there. Well, how are they supposed to do that? First off, they don't know what stage they're on. Yep. They don't know the people on stage. Mm-hmm. If they don't know the script, I mean, trailing along a person, it's a lot harder than being
the sound guy following the person. Where is he going on the stage? And
so
on, right? So
it's pretty good if they know in advance what to expect.
No, but you're right. In our industry, we start a project on a whim. Someone has an idea, hopefully, maybe not even that. Sometimes we do it out of pure frustration. We just want to make a change, so we kick off a project, and then we assign a project leader who is completely unaware of this situation before being assigned to this project. And once they get that in their hands, hopefully, if we're lucky, the project leader has done a similar project before. But most of the times, that's not true either. It's the first time for them as well. But hopefully, they've done a similar thing. In this case, maybe they did a similar project in a different theater prior to. But if we're unlucky, they've never done it before. So here's the project leader, and then we assign a cast, technicians and engineers and whatever it might be who's supposed to support this project. And they have never worked together either before. And most probably, or again, if we're lucky, they have done a similar project before. But if we're unlucky, they've never heard of the idea prior to. And then we set a time limit, maybe 6 months, and you should be done in 6 months. And then we give you a budget, which is completely on a whim as well, because we never done this before. And then we mistreat and mishandle the budget, and the expenses is way higher than we thought, and the project leader gets hung for it.
And we usually miss crucial roles that are essential because we don't know. We miss having a director. We miss finalizing the script beforehand. We miss a lot of things. So it's more gathering a bunch of people and say improvise. And it better be a success. And then we complained because we had really, really talented actors. They were crazy expensive talented actors. But guess what? They need to practice together as well.
Yeah.
If you're more than 3 people, you need to coordinate.
So here's my take on that idea, or that reflection. In the industry of theater and performance, they are professionals and competent. In our industry, we're unprofessional and incompetent, unfortunately. Not the technicians and not the people and the project managers being assigned to the project, but the people who initiates the projects is incompetent. It starts there, unfortunately. That's my take on it. That might hurt, might sting, but that's my take on it. Because way too many times we read about projects that overshoot the budget, or projects doesn't deliver, or it's just money down the drain because guess what? We really didn't have a clue when we started, and then we can't admit to the fact that we made a mistake when we kicked off the project because that hurts someone's feelings, and I don't have enough self-awareness to say that I actually made a mistake. But to your point, do we even practice before we kick off the project? Think about that for a second. How many times have you been in a project in your industry where you practiced prior to launching the project? I can give you my number. It's 0.
Yes.
I've been in the industry for 20 years, and I've been in plenty of projects. 0 times were ever given a time to test anything before launching the project.
And no one in a sane mind would expect a show production on stage to work without prior practice. Why do we expect it?
Nope. You get bunched together, here you go, 6 months later, should be done, off to the races you go, good luck. And sometimes it works. Unfortunately, that's based on luck most of the times. We were lucky enough to get it done in time. And maybe we got it done in time, but the quality was subpar. Unfortunately, most of the times we get done in time, but we overshoot the budget, or we don't deliver a product that is of the quality that should be expected. And again, there's no chance for that to happen because we didn't actually practice prior to, or very little practice prior to. Or to your point, maybe a couple of people practice prior to, but not the entire ensemble.
Everything needs to be coordinated if this is supposed to work.
Yeah.
And then,
So there really isn't a big mystery why we fail a lot of times within our projects in the IT industry. It's on a whim most of the time. It's a hope that it will work rather than a well-practiced machine.
Think about that when you assign the next IT project.
Practice in advance.